إن الأمن والاستقرار استثمار. إذا لم تستقر هذه القارة والأمن فيها بمعدلاته عالية، هذا الأمر سينعكس بالسلب علينا كلنا.
Welcome back, dear viewers, and now we are watching the session for the Libyan Parliament as it is discussing election laws of 6+6 committee. And now we move to our program Africa Today, and we start with our reports from Africa as President Fattah el-Sisi concluded an African tour to Angola, Zambia and Mozambique. The President's tour comes in the framework of Egypt's keenness to intensify communication and coordination with its African brothers, as well as to continue strengthening its relations with the countries of the continent in various fields. Here is the full story.
President Fattah el-Sisi underlined the importance of giving momentum to economic integration in order to promote prosperity of African people and enhance peace and security in the continent. He said that Egypt assumed the presidency of the Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa COMESA 2 years ago, which was a critical period in witnessing important international and regional developments. Addressing the 22nd COMESA summit in Zambia, he said that Egypt focused during its COMESA presidency on key objectives, including promoting African economic integration and enhancing peace and security in the continent. He voiced happiness over participating in the event, which is being held under the slogan Economic Integration for a Thriving COMESA, anchored on green investment value addition. In his speech to the gathering of the COMESA, President el-Sisi urged member states of the Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa to exert more efforts to achieve regional integration in order to address the current challenges. President el-Sisi reviewed Egypt's achievements during its presidency of the COMESA. Most prominent were working on economic integration and enhancing peace and security in order to boost prosperity of COMESA member states.
Welcome back, dear viewers. And now we are joined over the phone by Dr. Yomna Hamaki, Professor of Economics at Ain Shams University. Good afternoon, Dr. Yomna.
Good afternoon.
So, Dr. Yomna, how do you see the outcome of President Fattah el-Sisi's African tour?
Actually, it's quite important. The tour is quite important for enhancing African relations. And I believe nowadays, when we talk about the main challenges confronting the world economy, the integration of the African continent is becoming essential in order to address these challenges. I believe that President el-Sisi during this visit had done a lot of effort in order to enhance the relations among African continents, starting by COMESA, to enhance relations within the COMESA by introducing all the challenges that confronting economic integration among the countries of COMESA, including trade and facilitating investment, intra-investment among countries of COMESA. And I believe this can play a significant role towards increasing trade, since investment and trade are quite important in order to strengthen economic relations. So what has been done, meeting B2B, business to business, in order to specify opportunities of investment for the COMESA countries, among businessmen and women of COMESA countries, introducing what should be done to address climate change, how to achieve sustainable development in the continent, and as well be prepared for the whole free trade area for the African continent.
Yes, Dr. Yumna, also many agreements were signed between Egyptian side and the Angolan government. How do you see the importance of economic cooperation between Egypt and the African countries?
Egypt has gained during the last period a very good experience
Yes.
regarding infrastructure, regarding mega projects, regarding energy projects. And I think that the African continent is in deep need for such projects and to benefit from such experiences. What can be unique regarding that is that the experience that has been gained by Egypt is to implement such projects with minimum cost compared to referring to companies coming or multinational coming from Western countries. So from here it comes the importance of, exchanging ideas and experiences. Besides that, you cannot achieve any economic development without peace. And peace and combating terrorism is quite a prerequisite to achieve economic growth. And from here it comes that the experience of Egypt to combat terrorism is quite a very rich experience that can be transferred into the African continent, either by building capabilities, by training. And Egypt actually is doing quite well regarding offering opportunities for upgrading skills for the African continent regarding combating terrorism and exchanging data and information in order to combat terrorism. So all these activities have been discussed and to how extent we can harmonize our efforts for the benefit of the continent. Still, the continent is in deep need for a lot of activities and efforts to be exerted in order to improve the quality of life for Africa.
Yes, one final question, Dr. Yumna. What are the hurdles that are still hampering the full implementation of the free trade agreement?
Actually, we need to specify rules of origin. We need to harmonize our economic policies regarding fiscal policies, monetary policies,
yes,
as well as exchanging information about the comparative advantage, how to contemplate each other's. And from here it comes that, exchanging information about resources existing in the continent and how businessmen and women can exchange information about how to be introduced and integrated into one value chain so that we can contemplate each other regarding, the production of the most important products that can be essential. And the main goal for that is industrialization for the continent, and we have been working quite hard to achieve such industrialization.
Yes, I'd like to thank you, Dr. Yumna Hamaki, Professor of Economics at Ain Shams University. Thank you for being with us. And by that, viewers, we come to the end of today's edition of Africa Today. Thank you for watching.